So as everyone's aware, we've gotten the new Red Dead Online Bounty Hunter expansion update. We've been playing it for about a week, and today we're going to be going over our thoughts on the good, the bad, and the ugly of this update. And let me tell you, my good list actually was really easy to make, and I had to really think about some of the bad and, of course, the ugly. But, you know, there are a few pretty heavy hitters there. Let's get right into it. Howdy Cowpoke, Austin BMX here. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button. If you're new around here and enjoy Red Dead Online, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Also, make sure to follow us over on Twitter for all channel-related news, as well as Red Dead Online, and join our amazing community over on Discord. Both those links are down in the description. Today we're talking about the good, the bad, the ugly for the new Bounty Hunter expansion update. The small 10 levels that we got. Now we've been playing it for about a week, and it actually has been quite a lot of fun. I've still not even closely done with all the new content that got added, which is actually crazy because usually when new content like this comes out, like the Naturalist update, we were ranked up from the Naturalist role in about 2 days, I think. And didn't really have anything else. We were waiting for a Tuesday to come for the new legendary animal, because that's when we got some new content. With this new update here, a lot of stuff got added actually into the game during the update, and we haven't even got all that stuff done yet. So we're super excited to jump in there all weekend here while we're recording this and get some more cool videos out. And of course, next week we'll probably be playing some more stuff as well, as we wait for Tuesday to come to see if we get a new legendary then, or if we're going to kind of spread those out, because it looks like so far there's already been data mined information of only 3 new legendary bounties, so they may be not dropping all those into the game at the same time, or they're spread out over the course of this Outlaw Pass, and we're not going to get one every week. We'll just have to wait until Tuesday when this video comes out. I believe this video is going to come out on Monday, so, you know, tomorrow. But let's get right into it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start with the good. There is quite a lot of good in this update, and we just talked about a little bit of it with the content. The first thing we're going to talk about is the prestigious bounties. The prestigious bounties are the new bounty board posters that you actually get when you become a prestigious bounty hunter, and they're called infamous bounties. So I don't know why I call them prestigious bounties, but the infamous bounties are pretty dang good. We had a video I'll link up now above me that talks about them in depth. They are great money and XP payout. They're the same gold payout as all other timed events in Red Dead Online. So make sure to use that 12-minute mark if you want to get the most gold, XP, and cash for your time based on those. But there are 39 of them. There's 39 total. There's 13 bounty poster stories, and each one of those is 3 stages, and there's 39. And they are absolutely fantastic. If you guys watched yesterday, we had a video drop where we did some of them, and the cutscenes and the little stories involved in those are great. So that is a really good thing with this update, is the addition of those infamous bounties as a prestigious bounty hunter. The next really cool thing that we got with this update is the Wilderness Campfire fast travel. The Wilderness Campfire just got added to the game with the Naturalist update, and when that got added, I thought it was pretty awesome that you could just craft any items anywhere you're at, and I actually used it quite a lot. If we were out doing some daily challenges, or if we needed to craft something really quick, you could just drop your campfire anywhere you want. Now you can use that to actually fast travel. You can fast travel pretty much from anywhere in the map. Now there's some places that don't work too good with the Wilderness Campfire. We all know we tried to drop a campfire out on the islands of outside of roads, but it just didn't work. I've noticed that the desert is kind of weird as well. Doesn't like the desert too well. You got to find a good spot. But for the majority of the time, you can drop a campfire or a wilderness campfire anywhere and immediately fast travel. Another great thing about that is we've tested this, and it's only ever $1 to travel from your wilderness campfire to your camp, no matter how far apart they are. So you could be out in Gaptooth Ridge in the middle of nowhere with your camp way up in the Grizzlies or in Big Valley or even all the way over in Roanoke Ridge, and drop that campfire and fast travel to your camp for $1. That's pretty cool. One thing I wish they would add to that is the ability for your posse to use it as well. That'd be kind of cool if they did that, because we were in a posse and we wanted to fast travel the other day, and we all had to drop our own camps. So it would be cool if they let your posse at least use that. Maybe they'll upgrade that in the future. Another good thing we got this update in the Outlaw Pass is 3 meat cooking. Yes, efficiency cooking. We always cook stuff in this game. It's always great to have it in your satchel, and with the Naturals update, they added the ability to have that in your weapons wheel or your items wheel, which is great. It gets you the ability to use those a lot quicker than going to your satchel. I always hated going to your satchel to eat meat, so it's always great to have those in there. And now you can cook 3 pieces of meat at the same time with this efficiency upgrade in the Outlaw Pass. Definitely saves a lot of time. I mean, it goes so quick. I cooked like so many big game meat in so little time instead of sitting there and cooking, store, cook, store. I mean, it was cook 3, now it's ready to go and take off. The only 2 things about these 2 items that I don't like, and they're going to stay in my good category, but the only thing I don't like about them is that they're actually a Outlaw Pass unlock, which means in the past, anything we've gotten in the actual Outlaw Passes have never come back in the game at all. So with these things in the Outlaw Pass, we're going to talk about it again in a few with some of the bad stuff as well. But with these 2 things in the Outlaw Pass itself, if new players come to the game later on this year or a couple years down the line, they'll never be able to unlock these, which is kind of disheartening there, because they're actually 2 great items. Let's move on though. Next thing we got for the good, like I said, my good list is actually quite long, is extended roll XP. Yes, extended roll XP. Now, what am I talking about? We've talked about it a little bit. We talked about it a little bit in our Infinites bounty video, but now, for the first time ever, once you rank up your role as one of the roles, and currently it's only Bounty Hunter because that's the one that got extended. Once you get to rank 30 in the Bounty Hunter, you still are able to get Bounty Hunter XP. Yes, you still are able to get Bounty Hunter XP. It just doesn't go away. You don't get any more. Where does that go? It goes into your awards and it counts it down. And every 10,000 XP, you can trade it in for a little bit of gold. Now, we've heard some reports. We haven't quite done it yet since the recording of this video. But when this video drops, I'll probably already got it done, because we tried to get it done on stream last night. But it looks like it's only half a gold bar and like $100 or something. But it looks like that's infinite trading in. You can just trade it in, and then it resets back to 0, and you gain up to 10,000 again and trade it in. Now, 10,000 seems like a lot, but it's really not. 10,000 is only 5 bounty hunter levels. And with the new Infinites bounties we've been doing, we've been getting like 800 XP a bounty, and it's been actually pretty great. And then probably down the road, let's say, how many times since the Bounty Hunter came out, we ranked up the Bounty Hunter role probably within the first couple weeks of it coming out, because there were 3 roles when that came out, so it took us a little longer to get the Bounty Hunter role ranked out. But that's been over a year. So over a year now, we haven't gotten any role XP at all. All these weekly bonuses come out all the time that talk about extra roll XP, double roll XP, and all that, and it never helps any veteran player. And all the veteran players are always like, oh man, it's always geared towards new players this, new players that, because I don't need any roll XP. Well, now roll XP will just continue to get counted, and you can trade in for a little bit of gold. That's pretty cool. That's a good thing to do. Now, it is only on the Bounty Hunter right now. That's another reason why I've talked about the video linked up now about the new Outlaw Pass number 5 that's been leaked, and now I think it's going to be geared towards a trader, that these type of stuff is going to get moved to each one of those roles as well, because that's pretty cool. Definitely a good thing. Another good thing we have is the new horses. Yes, there's 8 new horses in the game. Now, why are they good? A couple of them are kind of expensive. They're nothing extremely better than any of the horses in the game. We have 4 new Missouri Foxtrotters, and stats-wise, they're about the same as the ones that are already in the game. Same with the Mustangs. There's 4 new Mustangs, and stats-wise, they're about the same as the other Mustangs in the game. But these 8 new horses are not level locked at all, which is insanely crazy. I mean, a new player could buy the game for $5 right now, jump into the game, grind a little bit. It's pretty easy to make, and right now they're on sale too. I think one of them is like $300. Pretty easy to make money now with all these roles and all the other options that are in the game. And if you got friends that play this game, one trader delivery they have ready for you, and you can go down immediately as a rank 5 and buy a Missouri Foxtrotter. That's pretty awesome. Don't know if it was a mistake and they're gonna adjust those, because with no player level lock on those new 8 horses is crazy, but pretty awesome. Another good thing we have in the game is a new saddle. Yes, the new saddle, the Upland saddle that came with the Bounty Hunter expansion. We've been testing it quite a lot. We've been testing it, I think, for the last 3 or 4 days. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, I know a couple of other YouTubers, including PvPCat, has a pretty awesome video actually on it with a whole bunch of stats, so definitely look that video up as well. I was going to make a video, but I saw his video and didn't want to double up on it because he always does some fantastic tests. But we have been testing it, and it actually is a really great saddle. It's not going to beat 𝐑𝐞𝐤𝐲 though. 𝐑𝐞𝐤𝐲 is still #1 saddle in the game because its ability that the saddle itself has stamina drain, and then you can put stirrups on it and make that even better. The Upland saddle is an improved saddle like all the other improved saddles in the game, and they have drain rate, but you can't put stirrups on it and make them even better. So it comes in at a 65% drain rate, and the 𝐑𝐞𝐤𝐲 is fully ranked up with stirrups, comes in at 85. So 20% difference is not that big. We haven't really noticed it. As you know, I ride the cheapest horse in the game, so I don't have much stamina as it is. And I don't think at all I've ran into an instance where I ran out of stamina anyway. Now, the one cool thing about the Upland saddle is it does regain your stamina quicker. So once you come to a stop and you get to your bounty you're going to, you jump off your horse, within a couple seconds you're full back to stamina anyway. So the biggest takeaway from this is it is a great saddle. You won't notice too much of a difference between it and the 𝐑𝐞𝐤𝐲, and it's another option to have at a high level saddle that looks a little different if you don't like having the same looking saddle as every other player in the game, because we all know 𝐑𝐞𝐤𝐲 is great, so definitely take a look at it. Let's move on. Let's move on. That was all the good. I know there's lots of other good stuff in there as well. Of course, anything you don't agree with me or do agree with me, make sure to mention down in the comments. This video is getting kind of long, but let's get into the bad. The bad right now. There's not much, actually. We kind of lumped them all together. We have the first thing I can think of that's bad. Now, we have bad and ugly, so when I get into bad, don't think I'm missing anything yet. For bad, I'm going to put in the free roam bounties. Now, I really thought this was a really awesome thing to add to the game, and I'm excited for them, but I had to drop them in the bad category for one reason only. So if you didn't know, there are free roam bounties now that just randomly pop up in the game, just like Moonshiner, like roadblocks and hideouts and all that stuff that we've had in the game forever. Now you can get a free roam bounty that pops up, which is kind of cool. Just roaming around, doing your own thing, and all of a sudden there's a bounty next to you that gets popped up, and you can go grab them and take them in. Pretty cool. You get XP for it. If you've already ranked up the outlaw or the bounty hunter, you still get the XP to go towards that award as well. But the bad thing is the payout. $1. You get $1 for doing that. Now, I know they're supposed to be low level bounties, but $1, Rockstar, for doing a free roam activity like that. All the other activities I do for free roam, like a stranger, help them out, or get ambushed by a random stranger and take that out, or go help find some husband in a cave that's getting attacked by cougars, or is it bears? I don't know. Usually those are all $10 payout, $10. I'm not sure why the free roam bounties were only $1. Maybe that's an issue and they forgot to add a 0 in there. Instead of $10, it's $1, because $1 seems absolutely ridiculous. So it's in our bad category right now, unfortunately. And I was disappointed in that because I was really excited when those showed up in the newswire. Next thing for bad we have is the ammo satchel upgrade. Now you're saying, what are you talking about? More ammo is always good. It is. I've been actually waiting, and one of the things I said before this update came, that they better add ammo upgrades. I was excited when I saw it in the Outlaw Pass. Super excited for it. But then we had some of our posse mates unlock it, and our Stash Pack members jumped in there and got it unlocked too and started telling us what the deal with it was. It's just regular ammo for all the things it unlocks. So this Outlaw Pass, we unlock it for rifle, pistol, and shotgun. And it's just regular ammo. I never, ever use regular ammo as it is. Unless for some reason I'm playing the game for hours and just don't even realize that I've used all my ammo and I didn't go hook it up, which is barely ever. But when that happens, I'm never going to use an upgraded satchel of it and use that much ammo. So that's one of the things why it's bad. It is cool to have it, and it's probably really great for maybe new players that are in the game because, you know, they don't have the ability to have express rounds and all that. But to have it only for regular and to have it again as an Outlaw Pass upgrade, new players that join the game in 3 months, they'll never be able to get this at all. They'll never be able to get regular ammo satchel upgrade for their rifle, which is kind of crazy. So that's definitely in our bad category. Let's move on now to the ugly. Now, there's only a few things in here. I'm really enjoying this update, and everyone's been asking, and I've had quite a lot of fun playing this update, and I'm really excited to continue to play this update and do all the bounties that are available because there's tons of them. But, of course, the biggest thing, we'll start off with it. Everyone knows what it's going to be. The biggest ugly monster in the room is Daily Challenge Gold, right? Now, we first heard about the Daily Challenge adjustments a couple days before the update when they talked about the streaks. And that was big. I dropped a video saying, hey, streaks, that sucks, you know, but it's still quite a lot of gold. We did a spreadsheet on it and everything, and it still was pretty good. And then, of course, the update dropped, and we really found out how bad it actually was. The daily gold for each daily got cut in half. All daily challenge gold got cut in half. So now you only earn 0.1 gold for every daily as the base, right? So you still, if you grind out dailies, you could still make right around 100 gold bars a month, which, I mean, 100 gold bars is a lot. Now, for us veteran players that knew how it used to be and how the streaks were, where we were grinding like crazy and just making hundreds of gold bars all the time pretty easily, is definitely a big hit. For new players that jump into the game and looking to make gold, I think daily challenges is still a really good way to make gold, and doing all the other things that make gold, checking your rewards, going doing bounties if you even have that. But if new players in the game that can't even do any rolls yet, daily challenges is still a really good way to make gold. And if they grind out daily challenges and stuff, they still can make quite a lot. But it is a major ugly hit. I don't know why. Well, we know why they did it, because they're trying to get us to buy some gold, and so this game can continue on and they can pay developers and pay their stockholders and all that stuff, because the game's got to make money for it to continue. Has to, right? It's just a major ugly hit, and I think we'll get over it, but don't let the ugly of this update outweigh all the good stuff and maybe even some of the little bad stuff that we talked about already. All right, because please, the update is pretty dang good, just there is a little bit of ugliness in it. Let's move on to the last one, of course, new and old issues in the game. Every update that ever drops in this game causes issues. Now, some of them have been pretty bad in the past where it's completely broken the game. We all remember the week of Naturals update where you couldn't even log in at all. That was absolutely insane. This game, we've had quite a lot of small issues with the Outlaw Pass ranking up. We haven't heard too many other major issues in the game. That's like the biggest one we've heard about. It did seem to fix for, I'd probably say, 99% of players. There are some other players that are still getting stuck at some weird wall halfway through the Outlaw Pass and whatnot. Hopefully they get that stuff fixed. They did fix quite a lot of issues in the game as well. If you look at the newswire, there are the patch notes. There's a huge list of stuff they fixed. There's actually one that says that they stopped the instance that a player gets attacked by wolves as soon as he starts a poacher mission, or they start a poacher mission from Harriet. So there was an actual issue in the game where people were starting poacher missions from Harriet. As soon as that poacher mission started and they walked away from Harriet, they immediately got attacked by wolves. That's never happened to me, but that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Some issues we've still ran into in the game. I've had it a few times. My horse is still getting stuck when I fast travel. Hopefully that fixed. It actually stated that in the patch notes that was fixed, but we've had that issue pop up a little bit. They did fix a couple issues with some daily challenges not working correctly and drinking alcohol bottles from your satchel not working correctly. So this is ugly, of course. There's always issues in the game, are always part of the ugly stuff. But if you guys are having any other weird issues still in the game, definitely let us know down in the comments. I definitely like to hear about that stuff so we can try to compile it all together and get it figured out. But, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly. I think the good, even though the ugly with the daily challenges and the gold is definitely big, I think the good is outweighing it a a little bit, and there's still a lot of stuff to go into the game and check out and have fun with. So I hope you guys take that into consideration and jump in here and really dive into the update itself, the actual content, and check it all out, because I'm pretty sure you guys will have a lot of fun. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash the like button. If you agreed with me or disagree with me on anything, make sure to drop a comment down in the comment section. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.